Alright guys, and welcome to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And I've been promising a mod video on how I do mods, but I wanted to start with the disclaimer. I am not by any means a mod expert. I have been able to put some characters together with some mods that work great for them, and that make the team, that they take the team to a whole nother level, and that's all I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you what my thoughts are on it. I've done a little bit of research from other big YouTube streamers, from different articles that you can read, things like that, and then I kind of put things together and develop my own little system that I use, and it's kind of a mixture of everyone else. And I think that's basically what everything is you take the information that you want from each source, you apply it to your own characters, and then you get the end result, and then you test, and then you test, and you test, and you test, and eventually you'll figure out what it is that works best for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I do have a full mod inventory right now, so we're just going to go right into our mods. We're going to go over here, and you're kind of seeing what I have there, but you know what guys, I really don't care. It's not a big deal to me. I'm going to go here, and then we're going to go to sell. Normally what I do is I'd go through and I would sell any 3-star or 4-star mods that I have, but I've already done that. I don't have any. So what I'm looking for right now is going to be specifically arrow mods. Let's see here. We're going to sell, sorry about that, and then we're going to select just the arrow mods for the time being. And what I'm looking for now is the primary. If the primary for me is not a speed primary, I'm not going to keep it. Just on the arrow one, because you're gonna get, after you fully upgrade to the highest tier that you can, a 6-star mod, it goes up to 32 speed. So that with any character is a huge buff right there to get that 32 speed mod. So I'm gonna just go through. I'm gonna see. I got speed there. I have lots of speed ones in this one. So you can see right now, I've saved all these with speed. I haven't done anything with them yet, and I may not. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with those guys yet. It just depends on their secondaries. So let's see here. That one's speed, protection, defense, accuracy. And if there's one up there that you want to keep yourself, like I said earlier, go ahead and play around with it, figure out what works for you. Maybe you want offense on your arrows. That's just not my thing. I've done a little bit of research on it, and the best thing that you can put on these arrow mods is speed. It gives you the greatest speed increase, and as you know, the more speed you are, literally it can be a difference of 1 speed on your team that's going to make the difference between life and death and a win or a loss in that battle. So let's see, offense, defense, crit avoidance. I'm trying to make sure that I don't throw away something that is important to me. So like this mod right here, it's an offense mod, but I have 11 speed on it, and that's kind of why I've kept it, but it's not really that great of a mod right now. I'm probably going to end up getting rid of that one eventually later, honestly. This one right here, I'm not going to keep that. It's a purple mod, but it doesn't have any speed on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell that. I'm selling all those. But now look guys, this is what I want to point your attention to right here. Is I have this purple protection mod right here. It's got a speed primary. So if I go over here, filter to just those, and I look for that mod, I think it's this one. So you've got a primary stat of 4 speed. Now your secondary stats as of right now are offense, protection, and defense. So let's say we upgrade it 3. You're gonna get that 4th. You're going to get the 4th mod bonus right there, the 4th secondary stat, and now you know everything that your mod can have. Now I can upgrade this all the way up to a 12, which is pretty much as far as I'll take them, is to a 12, unless I'm going to go all the way. If I'm not going all the way, then I'm not taking it to 12, because between 12 and 15 is like 200,000 credits or something like that, so there's a huge jump. But up to 12, it's not that expensive. And secondly, now, if I was trying to create a character that maybe for like Kylo Ren Unmasked, that I want to be fast, And then I want to have offense because he has an ability that he recovers health equal to the damage that he deals. So you want him to have great offense. So you want him to have offense, but he's also a tank. So you want him to have protection, defense, and health. That's actually a perfect mod for him, right? But I already have one up here, and I've taken it all the way to a 6-star mod. It's 32 speed. It's got a 1.44% offense, 18 defense, and then a percentage defense increase and a health increase. That's a perfect mod, in my opinion, for Kylo Ren. You know, he's fast with it, and he's got his offense and defense. So that's why I have that on him. Now, normally what I do is I'd come in here and I'd start looking at the low-end mods that I did keep. So I would take them up, right? So on a green mod, it starts with 1. On a blue, it starts with 2 secondaries. On a purple, it starts with 3 secondaries, and a gold mod, it starts with 4. So what I'm doing is, on this one, I'm only going to take it up to, say, a 9. And what that's going to do is it's going to reveal the next 3 stats for it. Tenacity, crit chance, offense, and protection. So if there's a character that you want that needs tenacity and a high crit chance, offense, and protection, then you're probably going to want to work on leveling this one up to a 6-star mod. That way you have the secondaries that you want, plus you're getting the speed increase. Right now I'm kind of focusing on certain characters, and if the mod doesn't fall on those characters and it doesn't have speed and it's not worth saving, then I just toss them, because you can't keep infinite amount of mods. You just can't. But what you can do is you can take these mods that you're not using and apply them to your low-level characters, and what that's going to do is it's going to raise your galactic power. The more galactic power you have, the better it is for your territory wars and stuff like that. So, but what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to stay in there. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to go to the triangle right here. So, with the triangle, again, I have some decent stuff on this guy right here. But this one's a little bit different. You're not looking for speed in the primary because you won't find any speeds in your primary for the triangles. So what I'm looking for when I go through these ones, so let's say I go to sell and I filter it by just the triangles. What I'm looking for is like crit damage on these triangles right here. So protection, 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 health, offense, defense, protection, defense, 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 protection. And then you just kind of go through and you're looking, so you don't have any secondaries revealed on the gray ones. The gray ones don't reveal any secondary stats, but as you start to come up here to the blue ones, you see right there, it's got a base of 4 speed on the secondary. Now, even though it doesn't have the primary that I want, I'm going to keep this one because it has a speed secondary. I'm going to keep this one because it has a speed secondary. Now, you can keep all of those and then you can level them up to see if you pop a speed secondary on those. So that's what I'm going to do just for the sake of showing you this. Alright, so let's see here. I'm probably not going to keep any grays though. I don't want to invest that kind of money on that. But, alright, so 5 speed there. I have a gold one right here. Look at this, guys. It's offense, health, health, protection, defense. No speed secondary. I'm actually going to sell it. It's not worth anything to me. This one right here, on the other hand, does have a speed secondary, so I'm going to keep it. So does this one right here. What's great about this one right here is that when I start upgrading it, I literally have 4 chances to pop another speed bonus right there. So we're going to do that here in just a second. But I'm going to get rid of all those. I don't really want those. In fact, I don't really care about the crit damage ones right now either, so I'm going to sell that. But that was just an idea for you guys to kind of keep it, in the back of your head. Maybe it's something that you want to do. You need somebody that has a crit damage. Another good one is the crit chance. That's why I put this on him, because again, he has an ability that when he hits, if he heals equal to the damage that he does. So if he's hitting a crit and getting crit damage, and he's getting that same healing back in return. So something you want to think about is the abilities that your characters have. So here, we have 5 speed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this up by 3s, and we're going to take a look at it. Now, that's awesome. That's exactly what we want, is we want to get those speed pluses right there. Now I'm going to take it up by 3 again. It was health. Come on, speed. It was health again. Now, it's our last shot right here to get another speed bonus. We didn't get one, but what you have here is you have an 8 speed bonus right here, and then you have some great health with tenacity. Now, if you were to take this all the way up and you had the resources, you could take this to a 6-star mod, and then you have another chance to roll another speed bonus. Are you going to get it? I don't know. You're going to have to use the resources to kind of... It's basically a gamble. It's a gamble to see if you're going to get it or not. But look at that. That's a great one right there. You get a +5. This could end up being a great mod. Good defense. One more speed. So we didn't get the speed, but still, even though we didn't get that speed there, that's a great mod. Well, not great. It's okay. It has the ability to go probably up to like a 14 or a 15 if you take it to a 6-star and you get really lucky. I probably won't take it up to a 6-star because I don't have the infinite resources. But this is a great mod to throw on a character that maybe you're not using, or they have a ship, because as you know, the mods that you have on your characters will directly correlate to the effectiveness of the pilots. So if you have a pilot that needs a good mod, now you have a good speed mod. Not great, but good speed mod. It's going to have good crit damage, and it's something that you can kind of play around with. So on this one right here, it's going to be a little bit different because we're going into the purple mods. What we're going to do is we're going to go up one more and reveal the 4th secondary. So we only have 3 chances now to get speed increases. That's a good one. Okay, so mostly on the offense. Speed is not that easy to get popped on. When you do get a really good speed mod though, you'll get something like that, a 15, a 14, that one's okay. Another 15 right there, and then another 14, you know, and that's kind of what you're looking for. If you can get a 20 and up, I believe that's what I've heard called a God mod. And those are incredibly difficult to get, and what I think you have to do is you have to actually start with a gray or a green mod and get the bonus secondary, and then you keep leveling. So you level from a gray to a green to a blue to a purple, and a purple to a gold, and then a gold to a 6-star mod. And the majority of those level ups are going to give you a speed bonus, and you'll end up somewhere between 20 and 30 speed in a secondary. And those mods are insane. I don't have any of those yet because again I haven't invested in, you know, taking them up to that point. But there, good secondary. 9, 12. So I will not take this mod up anymore. This has 4 speed starting. So the first 2 will reveal the second. 9 and 12. And again, I won't take that mod up anymore. Now, if you had all the materials necessary to take this blue all the way up to a 6-star, there's potential, right? You started with the 4 speed, but I would like to see maybe 2 or 3 if you're really lucky of these level ups going on that speed, and then take it to the next one, and then take it to the next one, because that gives you the greatest opportunity to get one of those God mod mods. So that one doesn't have any more speed on it, so I'm not going to work with that one at all. And that one doesn't have any more speed on it, so I'm not going to work with that one at all. So speed secondary is pretty much the name of the game in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's not a 100% rule, but because there are certain characters that you want to be slow, and on those characters obviously you don't want to put a speed mod, and you'll make specific mods specifically for those characters. But my main goal right now is to get fast characters and put fast mods on them. That's a mod that I'm going to take to the next level, right? We got a good bonus right there. We're at 10. We're at a blue mod. So let's take this one up, and I can slice it. Now, I'm going to use the resources just to show you what that looks like. Hopefully, we'll get lucky and we'll get that speed up. It's not, you know, you just never know. So we didn't get it. But what could have happened is we could have gotten that speed. It could have gone up to 15, and then you would take it from purple to gold. Maybe you'd hit it again, and you'd get up to 20. And then when you take it from a 5-star to a 6-star, you're guaranteed to get 1 more speed. So you'd end up with a 21 speed triangle. And that would be phenomenal. But we're not going to do that right now. We're not going to take it up anymore. That is a mod that will go on like a pilot or something like that though. It's not a horrible mod, but it's also not a great mod. So moving on, we have, and that's it. So now what I'm gonna, oh wow, I didn't even realize I had 4 stars still. See, I can take some of those mods that I created and put them on these guys here. Why is that on Darth Vader? What the heck was I thinking? Wow. Alright, so I gotta go on Vader later and change that mod out because I don't know why he would have a 4-star. I think I accidentally switched out with somebody. Pay attention to your mods, guys. That's all I can say. Or you'll do something silly like that. So, I'm actually going to go through these real quick. I don't want that offense mod. I'll keep the crit down. No, I'm not going to keep that. 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 It has speed on it, but it's only 3 speed. I'm not going to keep that. I'm not going to keep that. I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. That's at least 8. That one's 10. That one's 9. That one's 8. And that one's 5. Now, this one is a crit damage triangle, and I'm going to keep that even though it's only 5 speed. I'll throw it on a pilot or something that I might want a little bit of extra mod power on. But before I go any further, I have to go clear my inbox real quick. I'm going to collect that. Because I have been waiting to do this video, so I haven't been collecting any of my mods. They've just been kind of filling up inside my mailbox. So I think you're kind of getting the idea of how the mod things work. The mod thing is working right now. I'm gonna go back there real quick just to make sure. Here, let's see. We're gonna sell all these low-level mods. Sell that one too. I'm gonna sell all these gray ones because, as I mentioned, I'm not gonna really do the gray upgrades. Don't really have the time for that right now. And I think that's the biggest thing that turns people off from leveling up mods is the time that it takes to actually invest and go through, and the credits that can be invested in doing this as well. It can get really far up there. I would recommend going onto a website and kind of seeing what primaries you want to keep for what mods, for what characters. There's a lot of great resources out there if you just invest a little bit of time. You can literally search character, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero, Kylo Ren Unmasked, best mods, and it'll bring up a web page with the best mods that you should shoot for that character based on what you want to do with him. So, and that's kind of what I've done with the characters that I'm building right now. I'm not following their guide 100% because I've kind of figured a couple things out on my own that I just personally think work better. And, but there's a baseline there. And that's kind of what you want, is the baseline to start with, and then you slowly build upon that. So I hope all that's making sense so far. Again, you can always leave a comment on a video asking for more detail. I'll do the research and get you the answer. So, and you can see you get a ton of grays, man. I mean, the grays are not rare, but you can build you literally can build a god level mod off of a gray. But it's going to take a lot of resources, and it's going to take a lot of luck. A lot. And you can, if you're selling your grays off, you're also going to earn a considerable amount of credits. It's not, I want to say it's like 3-4 million, something like that, depending on how many you have. We'll find out right now, because we're selling a bunch of them. Like I said, I'm not going to save them. They would take me all night to go through all of these, and I don't think any of you want to watch a video that long. But that's kind of the basics so far. I don't think that there's a whole lot to add to that. But I just kind of wanted to make that because I've seen a lot of videos and they do a great job. There was a lot that I learned from them. But it never hurts to have another video that maybe I said something that connected with you a little bit better. Wow, I have a lot of gray mods that I need to sell this time. It actually makes the leveling up process a little bit easier if you go through and get rid of all the ones that you don't want first. And then you get a little bit better at scanning for what you want. Okay. We're only about halfway. Oops. Okay. So we're now to the mods as we go down. These are ones that I've already started working on, or they're green or above. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell all of these, 2.49 million. And that's going to give us some more money to work with as we go through this. So I'm just going to check this real quick and make sure that I didn't get any new... Okay, so speed mod, so those should all be speed. I may not end up keeping these down the line. I may end up getting rid of them to make space, but for right now I'm going to keep those. And then I'm going to come here. I'm going to make sure, I know we just did this one, but I just collected all those from the mailbox. So, and then moving on, what we're going to do is we're going to look. Okay. So, we're going to go through. No. See, I'm looking for speed. No speed. No speed. No speed. No speed. Oh, that one's got speed. So I'm going to work on this. We get 4 chances to raise our speed level on this. Now, that ended up being a decent defense mod, right? So you got protection, defense, and a little bonus on your speed. Is it going to be a super duper mod? No. But if you have a character you want to be a little bit more sturdy, you could save that mod and throw it on one of those characters temporarily until you get a good speed mod on them. But for me, these ones right here, I'm not even going to invest in. I'm gonna sell those. And I'm gonna come down here and see if I can get a speed mod. No. And same thing here. 3 and 6. Now we know it's gonna be an offense and protection mod with the speed secondary. We get 2 chances. So they went all into protection. So now you've got a heavy protection mod here. I'm going to save this one because what could happen is if I keep the resources and I take that to a purple, to a gold, to a 6-star, I could end up with a 16 or 17 speed mod with a huge protection bonus right there. Maybe not something you'd keep forever, but at the same time, something that you can use for the time being. So nothing... Whoops. I don't want to do that because that would be very expensive. And you kind of see what it is that I'm doing here. I'm just checking to see if I'm getting a speed mod. If I get a speed mod, then I take it up. If I don't, like right there. Alright. So I'm going to take it to 12 and see if it pops another speed. It didn't pop another speed. But on this one you have potency, crit chance, protection, health. I don't really have a character right now that I'm going to use that on, so I may end up selling that one. So, as you go further down, you have to go further up in how far you level them to see if you're going to get a speed mod. No speed mod there. And if you don't have the credits to do this, this is going to cost you quite a bit of money. But it is worth it if you want to be competitive in any of the modes of this game. And then what you would do is you'd literally just go through every single mod that you have. Like that one right there. Okay guys. Now here's the interesting thing. I'm not going to continue with this one. If I had popped a second bonus on that speed, then I would have continued to raise this one up. Because you got a 5 speed on a green mod, and personally I think that's pretty good. If you can get above that though, if you can get above that, like say you get your speed there, you take it up to 12 and it gets 2 bonuses, you get a number 2 next to the speed, and it's a 10 instead of a 5, that's one that I would definitely work with and try to bring it up. But I normally just wait till my mailbox starts receiving mobs in it because your mod area is full, and then I come in here and I do a mass mod upgrade and see if I can get anything good. So we're coming to the end of the plus mods. And another thing about mods is, so you have the plus, you have the arrow, you have the triangle. Each one of those has primary stats that only they can get. I think there's one of them that has a bunch of them, and but they all normally have like 1 or 2 primary stat. So you want to figure out what your primary stat is that you're looking for, and go from there. Kind of reverse engineer it. So we're coming to the end of this one right here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my mods and sell all the ones that I'm not keeping. So see, we got a 1 there, but it's only a 4. We got those other ones earlier that were a 5. But watch, what's going to happen is we're going to level it up right now and you're going to get a 2. See? And it doesn't always happen like that, but say we had a 5 and then we got a second speed mod on there, it would probably be an 8, a 9, or a 10. You know what I mean? And a 10 for a green, that's really good. So I would say maybe take it up to a 15 if you want to gamble. And then I don't have the resources right now because I don't have any of the lower end resources, but you would slice it up to a blue one and hopefully get a speed that would take you to 13. And then from blue to purple, and maybe you'd get lucky again and it would take you up to 18. And then you would go over here and go up to a gold, and what if you got lucky again and it took you to 23, and then you leveled up to a 6 tier mod and now you have a 26 speed mod on a plus, you know? Or on a cross, sorry. Whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter to me. Some people are finicky about what they're called. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back into the crosses, and I'm going to look and see what I do not need. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Well, no, no. Maybe. No. I'm not keeping those. 5 speeds, no. You know what? I'm going to keep that one because I might upgrade that one later and see where it'll go. I have that, no speed, no speed, no speed, no speed. 7 speed, 4 speed, I'm not going to keep that. 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 And I'm not going to keep that. And I'm not going to keep that because it's only a 3 speed. So that's kind of the mindset that I have when I'm kind of doing my mods. And then I'll move on to the circles, and I'm going to follow the exact same thing that I was doing there. Now, I could slice that and take this one up, but what I'm trying to do is hold off a little bit and see if maybe I get a better mod, because I don't really want to take an 11 speed to a 6-star mod because of the resource that it takes to do that. And I'm only going to get a +1 to my speed, so I'm going to take it up to 12. So I'm not really interested in doing that with that mod. I'm kind of just saving that. So we're gonna move on now. We're gonna do these circles and see what we have here. We're just gonna work our way down and see. I have some 15s, 12s. That one doesn't have any speed. I just kind of threw it on her because I needed a mod on her at the time. No speed, no speed, no speed. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. So I'm not going to end up keeping that one. I'm not going to end up keeping that one. And this one will have to take up... Oh, okay, okay. 9 and up to 12. Alright, so I'm probably going to end up saving that one and try to take it up to the next level, see what happens. You never know. You never know. But if you go with this general tactic of how you're doing things, eventually, through much time and very much effort, you will get a good speed mod out of this. That's a decent one. A 9 on a blue, I think personally is very good. But it's all about rolling the dice, man. It's all about rolling the dice. Seeing what happens. It does happen. I think that's a good one to start with. If I could get, I was gonna say, if I could get both my speed upgrades on there, that like it got both those offenses right there, that would have been awesome. Awesome, potentially awesome mob. So we're getting gifted some low-end speed mobs right now. I wouldn't call them anything special. There are definitely a couple in there that have some potential. But you can see I'm spending quite a bit of money, right? But I've been saving it. It's not really going to hurt me any. I don't know why I did that. I was kind of just talking and got lost in the moment there and started leveling. But the only ones I keep going on are speed mods. So I'm going to basically end this video, guys. I think you have a pretty good idea now on, you know, my thoughts on mods. If you have anything that you could add to that, or any ideas that you use or anything like that, please leave a comment and let me know. You know, I definitely keep my mind open. I'm definitely always looking to learn new things. Maybe I'll include it in a future video and definitely credit you with anything that is left behind. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that this added some value to you. And as always, like and subscribe for daily added content, guys. But I will see you all later.